My name is Jill Lane, and I volunteer to help promote adoptions and support the Animal Welfare Department because of all the great things they do here. But I wanted to tell you a little bit about the project that you're here for today. This project is the latest in a number of largely utilized projects that have been built under the Berry administration. Since 2009, the city has invested over $500 million in the community through over 440 projects like the Albuquerque Convention Center, Unser Central Library, and Lead and Coal Improvement. Under Mayor Richard Berry's administration, the City of Albuquerque Animal Welfare Department has been able to implement many effective programs and policy changes. From 2009 to 2016, the shelter decreased euthanasia by 78.33%. That's impressive. They saw a 34.12 reduction in intake, which is also wonderful, and increased spay and neuter efforts citywide. And that's part of the reduction in the intake is the spay and neuter program that's so successful. These changes have made Albuquerque a more pet-friendly place and city than it already was, and it is saving thousands of pet lives. So here today to introduce the project is our very own wonderful Mayor Richard Berry.
Wow, that's nice. Thank you. Thanks. Thanks for the kind words. That's really a testament to the people that work for the city of Albuquerque and our city in and of itself. We live in a very kind place, and we live in a place that cares about animals. And those extraordinary numbers that drop in the euthanasia rate, the fact that last week we had the lowest population at our shelters that we've had in years, maybe ever, is really a testament to the men and women who work in this department and the leadership in this department. And I want to thank our community for being very robust in their love for animals. And we have adoptions that have increased. We have people taking better care of their animals. We have people watching out for each other and each other's animals. So it's really great to be the mayor of a city that cares about animals, because I think it speaks to the community itself. So today is another great opportunity to take better care of the animals in the city of Albuquerque with Kennel D here. This is a $1.8 million project, and it's long overdue. It's one of the things that, even though we have a population of pets here that's lower than it's been for a long time, as you can hear from the background noise, the joyous barks of these dogs and other animals that are here, they need a forever home. But before they get a forever home, that we need a place to humanely take care of them and to make sure that they have some comfort and that they can actually be well while they're in our care. And that's what this is all about. And there's a reason that the Huffington Post and U.S. News and World Report and Dog Time and Wallet Hub and other publications nationally call us a pet-friendly city. It's because we're willing to make these investments. This is about a 10-month project. So your next mayor, I think, will get an opportunity, and I just love doing that. I'm at that point in my term where I get to talk about some ribbon cuttings for the next mayor. I don't know if we'll cut it while I'm still the mayor or not, but whoever he or she is, they're going to be thrilled to come out here and open this brand new facility. This was paid for by you, the taxpayers. And so once again, every time we have one of these projects that has been approved in the GEO bond cycle, and you go out every couple of years, every 2 years, and you vote for your GEO bonds in the city, I want to thank the taxpayers for including animal welfare. So 1.6 million of that is coming from the taxpayers from the 2009, 2013, and 2015 cycles. We had some state grant funds also. I want to thank folks for that. And I want to really thank the architects. Mullen Heller Architects are here, and Anissa Construction are our contractors and architects here.
They have another bid today?
Nope, they're bidding some other work, so at least we got some construction going in Albuquerque. Oh, look at this puppy. That's awesome. So that's the good news. The good news is we're making investments. The good news is we have a community that cares. The best news of all is we have these people that have these City of Albuquerque patches on their shirts. They come here every day and they work hard to take care of our animals. So let's give them a big round of applause. I want to thank some of the folks from Municipal Development. You'll hear from Melissa Lozoya in just a minute, but Jim Hamill, Jerry Francis, Steve James, City Architect, thank you for the great work that you did. Paul Castor, Where's Paul? Paul, you're doing a great job, man. Thank you so much for the work you're doing here. And Jill Lane, where's Jill? Thank you so much for the kind intro. And thanks for traveling. Jack, he's here today. He's at more places than me, I think. He's a celebrity in Albuquerque. But I want to turn my attention to an opportunity that we have today. And standing behind me is a Lloyd Skip. We call him Skip Sayer. And this is Kennel D that we're going to be renovating. But I'm going to change the name of the kennel today. We're going to dedicate this kennel to Terry Q. Sayer, and many of you know who Terry Q was. I'll talk about her in just a minute. But we are changing this from Kennel D to Kennel Q, and we're going to name it for Terry Q. Sayer. Terry Q passed away a little while back, and she is sorely missed. And she is missed in our community for a couple of reasons. Number one, she was just one of the great souls that we had in Albuquerque. She was an animal advocate to the highest degree. She put her heart and soul into making sure that Albuquerque was a great place for animals. You would have heard her on 770 KKLB. She was a morning show host. She was one of Albuquerque's top 5 talk show hosts, as ranked by Albuquerque the magazine. And her book, Terry Q and Traveling Jack's Pet Friends, I think I was even in that book, was a fantastic illustration of her love for the city. And the sale of the book, all the proceeds went to support the Lucky Paws store and Kennel Compadres. When we had the mayor's dog ball every year, Terry Q was the MC. She was just a good friend, and she had a passion for life, and she had a passion for animals. And I think it's just a fitting tribute to Terry Q that we here dedicate this to Terry Q. Sayer. So Skip, thanks for being here today. We appreciate you very much. And
Appreciate it.
You want to say anything at all?
I would just say very briefly that the mayor and Maria, his wife, and Terry Q worked on behalf of animal welfare in Albuquerque for the last 7 or 8 years before Terry's untimely passing. As a result of that, hundreds, if not thousands, of lives of adoptable pets have been saved here in Albuquerque. And I appreciate the mayor's support and the recognition of Terry's work. And I know all of you here are continuing that work and will for years to come. So thank you.
Thank you, Skip. Appreciate it very much. Thank you, Skip. So somebody take over because I lost my list. There we go. I guess Mike. Yeah. Okay. So now I'm going to bring up. I guess Jill was going to do this, but let me talk about. I'm going to introduce this to Mike Reardon. Mike's our COO. Mike has a kind of a slow last year. He's in charge of $300 million worth of projects. So we're asking. That was a joke. He comes in early and he stays late, and he's out there every day making sure that your tax dollars are being put to great work. He's been an integral part of my administration. As a mayor, you just can't do this work without great leaders and great staff, and Mike is one of those. So I'm going to have Mike Reardon, our COO, give you a little bit more information, and then he'll bring up Melissa Lozoya as well. So thanks a lot.
Thanks, Mayor.
Appreciate it.
Today is a great day for animal welfare, and I'm going to go into some of the reasons why. One is my beautiful daughter Avery gets to join me today, so from her school that's down the street, so she's on recess right now. So this project has lived a couple lives, and I just want to go to the conservatism and the thoughtfulness that goes into some of these projects. Behind us, this kennel was going to be completely torn down and reconstructed. That was the original plan. And as we started looking at the building and working with our architects, those bids were coming in very, very high, and that was going to be about $500,000 more than we originally projected. We went back to the drawing board and we looked at this project where we could renovate this facility and actually build a new facility that had 20 kennels onto it over here to my right, to your left, for a price that was much less than what a brand new shiny new building would look like. And what that means to the staff and the workers of animal welfare is that's $500,000 to buy new service vehicles for the kennel workers or the people going out and picking up our dogs and cats out in the streets. It means more product to actually work in the building with. So our architects have done a wonderful job working with us in our different versions of what this could be to be the most efficient project for the city of Albuquerque. It's a $1.8 million project that's going to entirely renovate this Kennel Q behind us and build us a new building off to the side here with 20 kennels in it. That's going to be mostly for sick dogs or dogs that have a disease, to keep them away from the rest of the population and keep them comfortable. All this work is being done in conjunction with the HEART Ordinance, which was passed in 2006, where we had 10 years to become in compliance with that. And this Kennel D would be the last function of this site to be able to come in compliance. All new heating and ventilation systems, all new materials and floor and kennels and doors that are, one, easy to clean, and two, that help keep the population clean and the building clean and healthy and disease free. So we're going to have a fully automated sprinkler system, all new flooring, all new kennels, and again, as the mayor said, this is coming out mostly of the general obligation bonds for the taxpayers of Albuquerque, and also some state grants. We want to appreciate the state and utilizing those state grants. We were able to utilize those this year before any of them were swept away, so we're very proud of that. This really is going to be the gold standard for our kennels for the city of Albuquerque. We hope to do this work out on the west side as well, those kennels out there, as long as the funding stays for those. And I just want to say that we'll go from 74 kennels as of right now to 96 kennels when we're done. And also the big part of that is having the exclusive kennels off to the side over here to keep any animals that might have some disease or some issue they're dealing with away from the general population of animals. So it's a great project that was done with the right way, conserving the taxpayer dollars and really helping animal welfare. So it's a great day for that. And just one more shout out to the mayor. When this project was getting talked about, unfortunately Terry Q had just passed away, and that was his idea. That was not someone putting that in his head. That's the type of mayor that you have, always thoughtful, always understanding what the public needs and wants, and very responsive to that. So I just want to say thank to him again, our architects, Helen Miller and Anissa, the local contractor getting a local project. Very proud of this project, and hopefully we can open up this in less than 10 months. So thank you.
Who's this?
I don't know. They call him Doggy Dog. He just came in the back.
Is he a dog?
He just came in yesterday, so he's still getting processed.
Oh, okay, so he'll be available soon.
He will be available, maybe.
Yeah, he may have been pre-adopted already.
Yeah.
So, all right. Melissa, you want
Melissa.
to? Yes, Melissa.
Hi, guys.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Melissa Lozoya. I'm the Acting Director for the Department of Municipal Development. Our department has the pleasure of working with various departments in the city to build projects such as this one. We're very fortunate to take part in these special projects. Some of the ones that we're currently working on are Convention Center and the baseball complex. So with this project, we're very excited to help animal welfare build a facility that's going to enable them to care for our homeless pets. And with that being said, I want to thank my staff, Jim Hamill, our CIP official. Jim. Jerry Francis, who's the architect on this project. Thank you, Jerry. And Stephen James, who's the city architect. It is with this team and so many more within the department that help bring these projects to fruition. It's with Mayor Barry's support and also Mike Reardon that we're able to utilize your taxpayer dollars to bring these projects for our citizens, and in this case for our furry friends in Albuquerque. So thank you. And with that, I'm going to turn it back over to Jill Lane.
Thank you to the entire staff at the City of Albuquerque for this special day. I just wanted to mention a couple of personal notes about Terry Q. Sayre. I had the pleasure of being a friend and partner with Terry on 770 KKOB radio, as well as many, many projects that we undertook together with Terry Q and Travelin' Jack. And this is absolutely, I know she's smiling down from heaven today, because this is something that she would have been so proud of, to have this new kennel, this great place for our pets that are waiting for a new permanent home, to be named after her. So I want to thank the mayor personally for making this commitment to Terry Q, making this commitment to the Animal Welfare Department, and making it an even better place for a temporary transition for pets who are waiting for that forever home. So without further ado, I think we may be ready, Mayor, for the groundbreaking. I'm sorry, Paul, you have some words that you want to add.
If you don't mind.
Absolutely. Paul Castor, who is the director for the Animal Welfare Department.
Thank you. Thank you very much for that. Thank all of you for coming today. They did not tell you when you came in, but you have to take an animal with you when you leave. So pick one out you like. I think that one's spoken for. I want to thank the media for coming, because the message that we have doesn't get out unless you guys get it there. So thank you for that. The $1.8 million they're talking about today is huge. For animal welfare, it's a big deal because we're a small department. That doesn't mean that we're an overlooked stepchild by any means. Over the last 7 years, we've had incredible support from the mayor and his administration for all of our projects and our programs. And this is yet one more example of the dedication of Mayor Richard Berry and his administration to helping us take care of our animals. I have the opportunity, at least weekly, to speak to directors, civic leaders, and legislators in the Southwest about animal shelters and how it works. And they're looking at us as the largest shelter facility in the state of New Mexico to kind of set the tone for this stuff. Cities like El Paso, Las Cruces, San Antonio, Austin, Phoenix, and even Tucson are talking about what we're doing, and we're setting the tone for them. And what we're doing is we're setting the ability for us to improve the way we're doing things. And together, our team, which now consists of not only animal welfare, municipal development, the administration, but also our construction partners now, what we're doing today is we're setting an example. We're showing people how you should take care of animals, and we're moving Albuquerque's animal welfare into the 21st century. We're also setting up a legacy of compassionate leadership that will allow us to leave for future generations something to emulate, and that emulation is what will take us to the next level. So thank you so much for your support, Mr. Mayor especially, and for all of you that came out today. Jill, for you, it wouldn't be a party without you and Jack.